For those who believe that they are hard to love. When you were younger, you were probably taught that love was conditional either from your family, your friends, or your surroundings. People only loved you if you did certain things the way that they wanted, and you didn't feel love for your whole being by the people who claim they loved you the most. Your first heartbreak. Love wasn't flooded for your charms. It wasn't accepted by the people closest to you. So you learned to perform, to cope with the lack of wholeness in your heart. You act the way you were expected to, smile at every joke, silence your opinion to give them peace, and pull away at the little things that made you, you. Till one day, something happens, something so out of character, you can't hold up the act anymore, and you've crumbled at the mess you've made. And it hits you. You aren't 11 anymore, yet you still people please because unsubconsciously you still believe that you are hard to love. So you keep things to yourself, your pains, your feelings, because you were taught that they were all too much or too little, and you don't reach out anymore. You don't voice out your thoughts, and you never really allow yourself to get close to anyone. Because you can't. Because what if you did and they proved to you the exact fear you had in the first place? That you are hard to love. How do you unlearn your insecurity? As a person who is still unlearning this insecurity of mine, here's what I've learned so far. In order to get over this fear, you need to understand that you won't get over this belief as long as you keep being your number one critic. As a result of years of people pleasing, you have curated the perfect version of yourself that is palatable to everyone. Therefore, you keep judging yourself every time you stepped out of line and made a mistake. But to get over the fear that you are hard to love, you need to stop nitpicking everything you do and start accepting yourself as a normal human being who is imperfect. Not only do you need to stop judging yourself for being weird, you also need to judge others less. Because when you are judging others, you are subconsciously judging yourself too, if you ever did the same thing. So be kinder and gentler to yourself, and start loving the things that make you you. Because if you don't, how will somebody else? The next thing you need to comprehend is that humans are hard to love. We often talk about love as if it's this feeling that will hit us like a train. But love is much more deeper than that. It's the choice we make when we fall asleep with our partner even when they snore. It's the choice we make when we stay with that person even if they live far away. It's when we stay with each other through arguments and rougher periods. It's a choice we make due to the quote that we like a person because, but we love despite. Despite your flaws, your mistake, your uniqueness, people will love you as much as you allow them to. But know that it isn't easy. Some people will adore you and some people will not. But other people's actions are not a reflection of your self-worth. People do things based on their own thought process and their own experiences, and it's not always about what you've done. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. And one day you will meet the people who will love you despite, as if it's breathing. Now, to overcome the insecurity of being hard to love, you need to let yourself be vulnerable. Since you've only allowed the curated version of yourself to be accepted to the world for so long, you've buried the parts of yourself that make you, you. The not so pretty, not so polished, not so perfect you. But here's the cost in protecting yourself from rejection. You denied yourself the chance of being fully known and fully loved, all because you were afraid of being you. You didn't let your friendships, small talk, get anywhere deeper. You didn't let your friends catch you when you really needed help. You didn't let yourself embrace the heartbreak of falling in love because you didn't actually let yourself be seen. You chose safety over vulnerability. And in the process, you've denied yourself the depth of what love could be. Because real love stays, even when the unedited, unfinished, wild you comes out. But now that you know all this, you need to allow yourself to be yourself. Allow your soul to shine in all circumstances, to get rejected by the wrong people and find the peace you were looking for in the right ones, by letting people to get to know you, the real you. So be vulnerable even if it's hard, even if some people don't like you, because one day you will find the people who will simply understand you for you. Even if I preach all my own advice, it's normal not to be 100% all the time, like 100% confident and 100% in love with yourself. I still believe that my existence is an inconvenience, a lot of the times, more than I wish to admit, because I'm in my head a lot, and I still think I'm too much. But I'm hopeful that my fear will gradually get better with time, when I speak up for myself, and as I grow my confidence through my experiences. Because yes, we do deserve the best in our lives. In essence, you are not hard to love. You are just a bit too hard on yourself. You're not too much, you're not too little, you are just the right amount of enough. And don't let other people tell you otherwise. Understand that you don't need to be perfect to deserve love, because human beings are naturally flawed, and loving someone is not a walk in a park. But that doesn't mean that you won't be loved, because the right people will stay for all of you if you let them. Lastly, let yourself feel and let yourself get broken by vulnerability, because only then will you find the people that will teach you over and over again that you are indeed lovable.
Finally I can breathe.